Master Sarah Chung here. We're gonna go through the Taekwondo competition. We're gonna watch ITF. For those who don't know what is ITF, it is international. I is international. T Taekwondo, F is federation. So International Taekwondo Federation is ITF. And I came from WTF. It's called World Taekwondo Federation. Now they changed the name to World Taekwondo WT. So WT is the one recognized by the International Olympic Committee. Only WT type of Taekwondo can compete at the Olympic Games. For those who are ITF, they can join WT. They have to contact the National Taekwondo Association in their original country or in their respective country. Now, what is the difference between ITF and WTF or WT? There are many differences. So let's go to watch the Taekwondo competition for ITF first, and then we move to WT type of Taekwondo. So we're going to watch the ITF competition, and then after that we're going to watch the Olympic type of Taekwondo competition. And for those who would like to learn Taekwondo, remember to check my website or go to confidenceperformance.com/free course. Other than that, let's go to the competitions video. Pay attention to the different type of competitions, and you're going to see more of that later on. Let's go. I'm going to increase the volume, okay? So you can see they are wearing headgear as well. So their headgear, the head protector are different than the WTF or WT or World Taekwondo. So this is ITF Taekwondo Championship. It is a World Championship held in Japan last year. I think it's during COVID lockdown. So it was May last year. This is a ladies division. Let's move on. As you can see, the competitors are wearing gloves. You can see they're wearing gloves, but the gloves are a little bit different, a little bit bulky, a little bit bigger than the Olympic type of Taekwondo competition. As you can see, they are not wearing the body protector. In the Olympic style Taekwondo competition, they have to wear body protector. If in terms of Olympic Games or type of sports, sports injury is has to be prevented. Sports injury is part of the game, but then Olympics committee would like to see more injury prevention. So let's move on with the ITF World Championships. So they are not wearing protector. So are they still kick fully, or is it a full body contact? Let's find out. Round number 2. This is already round number 2. You see? Ooh, that is, you see that? Back, you see that? That was a back kick. That was a back kick, and the opponent fell down. Imagine they were not wearing body protector. That must be painful. Ooh, I can feel it. But I guess they are used to it. I'm glad that they are wearing the shin guard, the protector for the shin, for the leg, and also for the forearm. Let's continue. Cycling, and then they're also bouncing. Ooh, they're trying to do swing kick. Almost. Roundhouse kick. Back leg roundhouse kick. Look at their hand, look at their leg. This is front leg lift up. Oops. And then she was trying to do a front side kick. Oops. Fell down. So in competition, you are not allowed to fall down, even though sometimes it's unintentional. Sometimes may be caused by accident, but I don't know if you see the referee warning, giving them warning about falling down. So I thought it's unintentional. So in ITF, it's not allowed to fall down, even though you are in the middle of the fight. Okay, let's move on. Combination, front X kick, side kick. I don't know about the punching. See the punching? Are they allowed to punch to the face? Are they allowed to punch to the face? The face is fully protected. See, the faces are fully protected. Back roundhouse kick. Oh, they are allowed to punch to the face. See that? They are allowed to punch to the face because their face is fully protected. So who's winning? Drills. There are many types of training drills. Oops. It really depends what is our goal, what is the purpose of the training. So before I do that, remember to send me an email for any questions you may have. It is contact@confidenceperformance.com. Contact@confidenceperformance.com. Taekwondo training drills. What are the drills? We are going to watch together and hopefully react or comment about it. Okay, so let's start. That looks like fun, right? This athlete, Alex Wong, this is her video. She's actually training to become an Olympian. She's located in the US, and her goal is to compete at the Olympic Games. At the moment, she's still working hard towards that goal. She has to go through another trial, another Olympic trial. So the video shows different training. This is front kick, front roundhouse kick, this is a sparring drill. So when you put on the sparring gear, that will help you to get used to all the gears while in competition. Sometimes if you are not used to wearing all the full gear, the head gear, the body protector, the forearm guard and the shin guard, and all the guard, including the mouth guard, you may not able to feel comfortable in real competition. So in training, we call it simulation training. So you have to simulate the actual competition by putting on all the gears, right? And by doing training drill kicking, that can simulate the real sparring, the real competition. So, of course, sometimes in this type of training, you don't kick full force because it's training, but you want your training partner to feel it. You must do an action that simulate the training. We call it simulation training. So when you do kicking, you have to do a visualization in your mind. You have to get used to different drills, different attack techniques, and different counter attack techniques. It is better not to kick too hard, because if you kick too hard, you may not able to really feel it. You must do some slow motion and simulation. Sometimes kick hard, but you have to be careful about the injury. You don't want to get too much injury just before the competition. Do a lot of mental training, visualization inside the ring, simulation inside the ring, do a lot of drills. If you do roundhouse kick, what do you do? So you have to do some simulation. If you do roundhouse kick, I'm going to do back kick, for example. Leave me a comment below and remember to share with your friends and click like. Today we're going to talk about different pomse. We're going to compare the karate pomse, but they call it kata because it's Japanese word language. Karate is from Japan and Taekwondo is from Korea. So we're going to compare Japanese karate kata or pomse or pattern or form versus the Taekwondo, the Korean Taekwondo pomse or the form or the pattern. So we're going to see the differences between the two. And you're going to let me know which one do you prefer. Do you prefer the karate form or do you prefer the Taekwondo form? Or if you're new to martial arts, which one do you think you're going to learn? Or are you going to learn both of them? So let's move on and take a look. It's a World Championship. This is World Championship for Karate Kata in 2019. Hear the sound? You can see how they bow. They don't bow that low. Like you can see how they bow, they don't really bow that low compared to Taekwondo Pomse. Taekwondo Pomse, they bow lower, about 45 degrees, but in karate, less than that.
And look who he's facing. All grain on his shoulders. Triple world champion.
World champion, you can hear that. World champion from Japan.
Rio Fiona, three-time world champion. Karate One Premier League grand winner, 2018 season.
See the referee? See how they bow?
So is Issy Shimbaba.
Their uniform is different too.
To the starting position. He's chosen kata for this gold medal Karate One Premier League performance is Chatnyara Kushaku.
See their body, how they stand is different. Their arms, how they walk. And their arm also, they're actually a little bit outside. They put their arm a little bit away from the body.
Shimbaba has already performed Suprempe, Paporen, and Anandai.
See, they shout before they start. And you can see their uniform. It's not as long. It's actually, in Taekwondo, it's actually, they go towards the wrist. But in karate, their uniform is a little bit shorter. Not full length. Even the pant also not full length. Let's continue.
Karate One Premier League winner. We took a bronze in Shanghai, a bronze in Dubai, and a bronze in Salzburg in the A series this season.
So you can see at a certain point they have to shout. That is mandatory. So when they do the pomse, the kata competition or pattern competition, at a certain point is a technical point. They have to shout and they have to show that they're strong and powerful, depending on the strike of the technicality. So you can see the way they turn is more like a reaction thing, like boom, boom. You know, even their body. Look at the body language. You know, and there's a certain sound. Pss, pss. I don't know. Is it from the mouth or is it from the body movement? Just pay attention, okay?
Good. Takiara Kushanku. We've seen here in this final now, both Sanchez and Kibu.
Again, as you can see, he did a front kick. The front kick is not like really high up there. I think that is their way of kicking. Let's continue.
Kyo Shimizu, and now Issei Shimbaba. Brilliant height. So fantastic landing, perfect balance.
As you can see, they have to jump high and then down. You also see that their stance has to be really low. See, they did the sitting stance really low, and all their stance are lower than the one in Taekwondo.
See the jump.
There's your acting. Issei Shimbaba.
That's the end of the pattern competition. The way they bow is a bit is not as slow as the one in Taekwondo. What have you learned from here? So now we're gonna go to the second. We're gonna go to the Taekwondo. This is the Taekwondo competitions. They're gonna do Kyumkang and Pyongyang. So let's take a look. This is a Taekwondo pattern or Taekwondo Pumse. Pumse, that is a Korean language, is similar to a pattern or a form. So as you can see, this competitor, he's from China, and this pattern is called Gyumgang. It is for black belt and higher. So in this particular competition, he has to do this particular pattern or form, Pumse, and I believe he's competing with a competitor from Korea. So after this, we're going to watch the Korean competitor, and I would like to watch the differences between this Taekwondo Pumse, Taekwondo pattern, versus the one you watched a while ago, which is Japanese karate kata, karate, you know, the differences. Now you can see the point. 8.12, pretty high. Anything above 8 is pretty good. But I want you to observe how they bow, how they kick, how they shout, and their stance, and the difference between the Taekwondo and the Karate. Now this is from Korea. Doing the same pattern, the same pose. This is not easy to balance, especially you have to lift up your leg and you have to balance with one leg while you have to do other movement and focus at the same time. So which one is better? 8.32. So you can see 8.32, right? Now, I think this is a final between the two. So, what do you think? I have shown you the Japanese karate, kata, and the Taekwondo or Korean Taekwondo pomse. Which one would you prefer, or which one would you willing to learn? If you're a beginner in martial arts, are you going to learn Taekwondo or are you going to learn Karate? As you see, in Karate, the kicking is not as high as Taekwondo. So far, what we have seen. In terms of jumping, most of the Taekwondo pomse pattern, the traditional one, they don't have that jumping, really jumping high like the one you saw in the Karate. But then the kicking, Karate is lower and the Taekwondo is actually a bit more flexible. The uniform is different, the shouting is different, and the stance is actually different. The stance in Karate, they are really low. They stay really low, and Taekwondo is not as low. So yeah, what do you think? So do you prefer Taekwondo or Karate? Do you want to watch one more? Let's see if we can watch one more Karate pomse. No, Karate kata.
Leaves the tatami. The 30-year-old awaits the scores from the judges as Ryo Hyuna, the triple world champion, gets ready to make a challenge. Wait for this. For his 17th Karate 1 gold medal. 17 times.
Wow.
16 wins under his belt, going for his 17th. What a fantastic record this man has. He has the gold on his shoulders. He's last year's grand winner. He's chosen kata for this final is Ohan Dai.
How they shout is really loud.
He was a winner in Paris, a winner in Dubai, a winner in Rabat, a winner in Shanghai. Can he be a winner here in his home city, Tokyo? Ryo Hyuna.
I wonder if they have weight category for Karate Kata championships. Do they have age limit? Do they have weight category for pomse?
Oh, unbelievable speed.
Did you hear the sound of the fist? Boom, boom. Is it from the uniform? It's really loud. I'm sure the speed makes a big difference. When you do fast, you know, when you do really fast, like you do fast, right? You do fast, that will contribute to the sound. And also their stand, look at the stands. They are low stand. And also when they do the switching of the stands. Their uniforms actually, I think their uniform is thicker. The uniform material is a bit different than the Taekwondo uniforms material. The karate material is a bit thicker than the Taekwondo. That's why when you do speed punching and speed movement, it actually can help in producing the sound. Boom, boom,
That's so
boom.
wonderful.
What a wonderful performance from the triple world
Very
champion.
nice.
Yeah. I don't have any word.
It looks easy, but I don't think it's that easy.
I like it. So easy, so really nice,
Amazing.
so amazing. Yes.
As the scores are being put in.
So which
who
one
will
is
it be?
better? The blue one or the red one? This is the Japanese karate kata. Very close. The blue one won.
And it is, in fact, the world champion again, 28-38. Secures his position. That's another win here in the Karate One Premier League. Fabulous performance.
So that's a
Just get
So which one do you prefer? Okay, let's watch one more, the Taekwondo competition. And you may be wondering if you like to watch the ladies, especially the freestyle. So just now I show you the Taekwondo Pomse. It's a traditional way. It's not freestyle. You have to do a certain techniques, a certain turn. There's no flexibility in terms
With
of
MailChimp's marketing smarts, you get a whole
there's
lot.
no flexibility in terms of movement pattern. But the freestyle Pomse in Taekwondo, you are allowed to create your own movement, but you have to meet certain criteria. Like you must have certain flip kick, you must have certain kicking in the sky, like in the air. You must have certain competitive techniques or competitive training techniques. You must have certain flip and turn. So we're gonna watch together. This is World Championships. We're gonna watch freestyle. Normally, it's actually come in pair. Pair means a male and a female competitor. KO Army from Korea, a pair, a male and a female. And you can pick your own music. Looks like gymnastic, right? See the bow? You see the bow, how they bow is actually lower than karate. So that's all for today. Let me know if you prefer karate or you prefer taekwondo and why. And remember to check my free course if you are interested. Take care and see you tomorrow. Have confidence within you because you are special. Bye now.